Okay guys, I'm going to have a little chat about mindset and how sometimes everyday things can be a good metaphor for your trading. And a warm welcome to one and all. So metaphors in trading, what am I getting at here? Well, we're getting at something that's coming right now. That's right, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. And he likes Winky as well. In fact, he loves Winky. Now, Winky is my muse when it comes to trading. So she could be the reason.
Splendid girl, and so helpful. Do you know she's been showing me how to stick the pole up?
Well, she is the reason. But let's focus on the coffee. Because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. And I had a comment today that kind of made me think about this. And I'll show you it at the end of the video. And it's only going to be a short video. But let me have a quick drink of this, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. Oh, he doesn't know. He definitely likes a coffee. But I like the charts. And I genuinely like helping the guys in the squad. Now, last night, we had a really good live stream. Let me kind of show you while I'm talking. And in it, the replay is down here. That's that one. But this one here. And we're having a good chat. And it came up that one of the guys let a trade get out of hand. However, when we're having this little chat, I asked why. And he says, well, I was looking for the money. Fine, go with that. You know, it's what we're all here. And he thought it was going to do X, Y, Z as a target. And when we analysed it, there was probably not a chance it was going to do it. So it was an over expectation. And that's a little bit like putting too much sugar in your coffee. Seems like a good idea till you taste it. And because Scruffy likes a coffee, I understand that metaphor. But think about the cup, and bear with me on this one. Genuinely bear with me. When you come to chart, right, there's a certain process you have to do. Same as boiling the kettle. What's boiling the kettle? Well, it's the flick of a button, isn't it? That's the easy bit. So, is trading just a flick of a button? No, it's not. You've got to check that you've got water in it in the first place. Maybe it's the right amount of water. Then, if you're making a cup of coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee, you then need a cup.
No way!
So, could that not be your chart? Who knows? Then you've got to fill the chart up. So have you got any milk? Got any sugar? But more importantly, have you got any coffee? Because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. And your coffee could be your account size. All these different elements. But then, what if you overfilled the kettle? Put too much water in it. It boils over. That's not good. What if you didn't put enough water in the kettle? Well, you'd burn the kettle out. So that's not good. So you've got to have like the Goldilocks situation. And what's that? Just right. So what is just right could be the time frame. Now the time frame is what's incredibly important. When we are day trading, the best advice I can give you in this very quick video is you check it at the top of the hour and you ask a couple of binary questions. Is it ready? Yes or no? Now you would know this by looking at your criteria. Is it close to a level? Is it respecting a Bollinger Band? Is an RSI in range? Are your moving averages going the way that you want them to? All these different elements that you look at. Now what you're doing at this point is preparing your kettle, preparing your coffee. Because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. And in fact, I'm going to have another one right now. all these different elements that you put together. So if it's yes, it's ready. You then need to put your milk in, your 2 sugars and your coffee. But here's the thing, got to ask some more questions. And one of them is, can I afford it? You know, have I got time to drink the coffee? All these different questions. I'm trying to piece it together around a cup of coffee. It'll make sense in a minute. But that's the next thing. Can I afford it? And the way you do that is you place your stop and you look at where your rough entry is against where your rough stop is, and you measure the distance, and you should be able to go, yeah, I can afford that.
I'd buy that for $1.
But then you've got to look at where the exit is. Now, the exit, when you're day trading, is the next bounce barrier. Next level, moving average, edge of a Bollinger Band, hourly RSI, that's stretching and then coming back over into range, all these different other elements. Well, if one's outweighing the other, in other words, your positive is getting smashed to bits by the negative, then no, it's not worth it. It's terrible. So what do you do at that point? It's not ready. It's awful. That's very simple. You boil the kettle, you have a cup of coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee.
You serious?
And you wait. And you savour the coffee over the hour. Now that coffee, just stepping away from the screen, going in the kitchen, make your brew, read a little bit of Facebook, maybe look TikTok reels or whatever, enjoy your brew. Then you come back to the screen an hour later. Those questions might align with themselves. Yes, it's ready. Yes, I can afford it. Yeah, I think it's worth it because the market has pulled back on itself. And what I'm driving at is, if you don't like something, don't watch it. In this instance, you don't like the chart, so you step away and you walk away. If you're watching a video that you don't resonate with, don't watch it. Watch something else. Doesn't matter. But there's always a process in trading. And if you can't put that process into place because you're looking for that fast money, just give up. Wasting your time. This job is exactly what I've just said. It's a job. It's not a get rich quick. It's not a super system that you just press a couple of buttons and a few lines cross over and you're going to make a fortune. No, you've got to need a lot of patience and a lot of coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. But ultimately, you've got to have common sense. So today, as I wind this up, I wanted to do something for the guys. So they challenged me the other day, because I said a chart's a chart, and we went through it all, okay? And we worked all these charts out. You can see them here. Each one of these videos is a breakdown every 15 minutes or so. This is what I'm doing at this point, this is what I'm doing at the next point, this is what I'm doing, and we take them through in real time. Now, I was looking for something, and I'm sure I put it in here. I might put it in Trade Chat or Bulls and Bears, because I was actually challenged to do the Mexican peso. I'll find it. I can't remember what day it was I was doing it, really. It's JPY, that's another one. Anyway, cut long story short, I wanted to show you that. I'll find it in a minute. I'll pause the video and I'll show you it when I come through this. But in market updates today, what I did was let me pull this back down again, where we get on to today. So that was yesterday, 27th. As you can see, 10 a.m., 10:15, and switch them on. You'll kind of see what I'm up to. I'm actually trading it for them, and I'm doing it real time, so they can, if they want to follow it, they can follow it. If they don't, it doesn't really matter. But I trade it when I'm going, and then there it is there. But the other part of it is, so today, I started it 7:23, after I've had my second coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. And we followed through. I had to wait till 10 o'clock to get started on this trade. And then we went through it. There it is there, 10:15, and it was done. So it was a few hours and we had to get to it. Bing, bang, boo. Then I asked them, just name a chart. And they pulled out a euro pound. Nightmare of a bloody trade. And I did the same thing again. Broke it down, told them it's neutral. It's not ready, got to wait. So I waited. Here we are. Came into noon. And then later on, after that, partway through the noon hour, we got the trade and the job was done. It was all part of the homework, and then there's the two trades complete, done for them. What am I driving at here? What I'm driving at is patience. They weren't on a whim. They weren't ready, so I had to wait 15 minutes between each one of them. And each one of those 15-minute segments, I kind of just sat back with a coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And the element to it was I followed a process. I didn't chase it, nothing. But let me just pause this a second. I want to find that Mexican peso.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay, found it. So, let me grab my coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. And I'll explain this. I didn't scroll back far enough, which is my bad. So I made a mistake there. But we all make mistakes. And that was why I was doing this, because that came from a conversation about mistakes. And I was talking about a chart being a chart, and you trade what you see, and you trade the conditions that you see based on the time frame. Just the same as making one of these. That's why I wanted to use it as a metaphor. You've got to have the right sugar in, the right amount of coffee, the right amount of water. You've got to have the right time to drink it. You know, you make a boiling hot cup of coffee and you've only got 2 minutes to drink it because you're at work, well, chances are you're not going to enjoy it. It's going to be horrible. It's going to burn you. Well, that's what happens with these charts. Now, the Mexican peso, I've never traded in my life. I wouldn't know it if it bit me in the arse. I really wouldn't. So, little thank you to you, fossil. But I followed a process, and I did my homework on it, and the trade was successful. It wasn't a fluke, because, as I was just showing earlier on, I do it time and time again every day. I don't trade that much. I trade once or twice a day. But the one thing that I do, and that's where this is all coming to, is I'm consistent. But if I don't like something, I don't do it. And I'll kind of end it with this bit. So I've got a comment here. Please don't keep saying, we all know Scruffy loves his coffee. Well, I do like my coffee. And it's something that's kind of said around the house all the time. That's where it comes from. We all know Scruffy likes a coffee. But that sentence was inaccurate. It wasn't right. It's not what I say. Because I don't say, we all know Scruffy loves his coffee. We all know Scruffy likes his coffee. Likes a coffee, rather. Do make mistakes. But what I'm getting at is, if you don't like something, don't watch it. If you want to miss certain elements out, you're going to make mistakes. It's all about repetition. Now, when I do my videos, they are repetitive. Why? It's on purpose. It's my job. I do the same thing day in, day out. And you get little phrases in your head that people remember you by. Do what you love, and the money will follow. Know thyself. We all know Scruffy likes a coffee. These are things that are attributed to this channel. Don't like the channel? There's plenty of others who'll have you. But the point what I'm making is, it's all about processes and one thing and another. I love my job. I love making the videos and one thing and another. But if you don't like them, don't matter. Go and make a cup of tea. Maybe you'll like tea.
Sensitive.
I don't know. But one thing I do know, we all know Scruffy likes a coffee. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.